would dry the whole creek out. Yes. All right, the gate is about to drop. In fact, it has dropped. 41 riders battling for position. Jalek Swoll up front. I can see it. I can see Jarrett Fry in there as well. Fry on the Bar X Suzuki in the mix in the number 2 spot. Sweeping around the outside, Pierce Brown in the house. So we've had 14 different leaders in 3 turns.
Jarrett Fry, though, gets credit for the hole shot on the 34s. He went under the bell helmet hole shot arch first, and now he tries to get it all sorted out with the rest of the field.
There's Jesse Flock. We called it. Get a good start, dude. See what you can do. So here's your running order. Swoll, Brown, and now Jesse Flock already working on Jarrett Fry. That is just a nutty first few turns. And it's just a carbon copy. Every time these dudes are out on the racetrack, Jalek Swoll and Pierce Brown, it is a cage fight for sure. Schoolboy 2, Jalek Swoll holding on right now. Flock trying to get up there. He's gotten around Jarrett Fry. Try to check in with Carson Mumford and Dylan Schwartz. A little bit of a problem there. Pierce Brown launches it. I thought he had a potential pass coming together, and he is immediately putting the pressure. Here it comes on the inside. Swoll covers the line. Up and over the big single, the big roller there. Jalek Swoll in the all-white 7MX Husqvarna Rockstar get up, and then you have Pierce Brown in the battery-operated TLD gear. It's a new thing. Here's Pierce Brown in stereo, bouncing his way along the outside. Swoll covers the inside line. Flock rolls in on the inside as well. He is 3rd. There's Fry. There's Mason Gonzalez in 5th. Dylan Schwartz in 6th. Carson Mumford. There's Joe Shimoda in about the number 8 spot. So all the players are here. Watch Joe Shimoda. We didn't pick him up till late in the moto. He is so crafty at picking off riders. He's on the number 41 Honda, the number 47 machine coming across. This is a fantastic group of racers here. The billboards, that's where you'll find your leader. Jalek Swoll, Pierce Brown tucked in right behind him. Not going to follow him, right past the mechanics area. Swoll goes outside or inside. Brown comes with him. Flock trying to stay in touch, Rodney.
Wow, these guys, it's like shadow is late in the day. Shadows are getting long, and this shadow is long behind Jalek Swoll. Actually, it's getting too short for him, I think, at times. It's a 63 of Brown.
He's jumping things that aren't jumps out there.
I know. And look at this,
side by side. In stereo. Now, who can get to the inside? Jalek goes inside. Brown now has the inside of the next turn. Still side by side.
That turn is about as equal a turn.
Can't do it any better. Randy Poulter crushed it. Here we go. Brown on the inside. He's made the pass, but for how long? Swoll sweeps around on the outside. Swoll again has to give way. Brown able to triple, and Pierce Brown will make the pass for the moment. Swoll comes back side by side yet again.
Wow, this is crazy, and like Michael Lessie was talking earlier, momentum, and that's what Swoll was trying to use on the outside as Pierce Brown's just trying to shorten this track up as much as he possibly can. This track has changed so much since the last time these riders were out doing battle.
Yeah, they just put the tractors out there, so the track a little smoother in a couple of spots here. We'll set the running order for you. Swoll moves to the number 2 spot. Brown out front. Flock, Fry, Gonzalez, Schwartz, Jack Rogers 7th. Andre Adamo, Hardy Munoz, and Joe Shimoda in 10th. Carson Mumford back in 13th. Swoll falling off the pace now. That is a slippery little jump. When they land off the first double coming into the finish line, it is slick.
Well, I'll tell you what, I think that there's a lot of adrenaline still flowing, and part of that might even be a little bit of anger channeled in the right direction for Pierce Brown after that little mishap there a little while ago when he took that loss, and he does not want to take, and he's trying to put this one together with an explanation point.
Yeah, within an hour and a half's time, he does not want to lose 2 times to Jalek Swoll.
No, I don't know if you folks watched. Next time we go around that billboard, that rut coming around there,
it's as deep as
it's deep.
They actually go down like 3 feet in altitude. I'm not kidding. They drop down. It's crazy looking.
It is completely insane over what this track has been able to achieve, and the kind of racing that it develops is
gnarly.
Amazing. Yeah.
Pierce Brown putting down a heater right now, folks. This is a statement right here. This lap is going to be the fastest one of the race. A 152 flat for Pierce Brown on lap 2. This one's going to be better than that because he has flat. Oh, Brown almost goes down. The bike was completely sideways.
Wait a minute. Did you say a 1:52? That is the fastest lap of the event so far.
Yeah, they did it last time. They set a fast lap. They just dropped it again. These kids, this one's going to be better because he is pulling away.
That's about a second, 1.4 seconds faster than the fastest lap was.
Yeah, he is cruising. There's Swole. Jesse Flock is still in touch. He's got Swole right in front of him. Jesse Flock on the number 67 Kawasaki ride out of Oklahoma. There's a good look at Swole, whipping it over that little step down there, bringing Flock with him. A lot of flashy riding styles out there. Brown kind of a businessman out front. Doesn't move around a lot on the motorcycle. And there goes Brown. Brown goes down again. That slick jump, that's exactly what the place I was telling you. Oh, look out. Fry, the same spot. That's the exact spot. That backside of that jump is tricky. You can see the lines are all curved. Brown goes down, throws another Moto away. We kind of hinted at that it's either feast or famine sometimes with Pierce Brown. He came out of the jumps the jump, lands sideways, and the rear end just completely steps out. And now there is new life for Jesse Flock and Jalek Swole. They now control the front of this race. Fry is third, Gonzalez fourth, Dylan Schwartz fifth, Pierce Brown sixth. Here comes Joe Shimoda. Joe Shimoda is going to give Pierce Brown problems. Joe's come from outside the top 10. Jesse Flock now looking fantastic. He is 2 bike lengths behind Joe Shimoda. All the training being put forth by Jesse Flock back home, paying off. Here he comes. He wants a Moto win in this hyper-competitive Schoolboy to 12 to 17 class. A great ride for the Bar X Suzuki rider, Jarrett Fry. Mason Gonzalez, fourth. Schwartz now has climbed up to fifth. Good ride for him. Look at the talent back there from fifth to ninth to eighth. You have Schwartz, Brown, Shimoda, and Mumford, 5th through 8th. As we point our attention to the front of the racetrack, the front of this pack, and that's Jalek Swole, consistently up towards the front of the pack. You got to be in it to win it, as Chad Reed likes to say, and Jalek Swole does, in fact, do that. And that was one of the best laps that Pierce Brown had put down. He was on a serious tear, and unfortunately, he will not get credited with that super fast lap because he went down. Slips all the way back to the number 6 spot.
A 1:53.447 was the lap time that Pierce Brown turned earlier today as he captured the fastest lap time. Now a 1:52.004.
That's incredible.
That is amazingly fast.
Dylan
right
Schwartz has got company. Pierce Brown is going after Dylan Schwartz. Now on the billboards we go. Schwartz on the Cowie, Gonzalez on the Yamaha. And they lay it into that left-handed turn. Good Lord. Oh, and Dylan Schwartz has a problem. He goes down, gets the bike running back up. Pierce Brown will pick up another spot. So, tough break for Dylan Schwartz. Just toppled over in that little left-hander. Lost 1 spot. Jesse Flock going through the 10 Commandments right along with Jalek Swole directly in front of him. Jarrett Fry, super solid ride in that number 3 spot. Gonzalez. Now here comes Pierce Brown on the inside of Gonzalez. Can he make that pass? This could be the championship in the balance here. Pierce Brown won that first moto. He is going to have to make as many passes as humanly possible. Look at the lap times, very similar from 1st through 8th. They're all within 1 second. 1:54 for your front 2 riders, and then 1:55s for 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Any one of those kids can win this race. Pierce Brown is down again. Pierce Brown has hit the deck 2 times in this race.
Wow. What a heartbreaker. This is what we saw. I mean, the fastest guy on the racetrack can't win the motos. And again, we just, you
got to be consistent. You got to be in it to win it. And
yep. Got to put it all together for 20 minutes.
Unbelievable. That's back-to-back motos where Pierce Brown has gone down. In fact, I think he's wrecked. He is wrecked in 3 out of the 4 motos I've seen him race. Yesterday, he crashed. Remember, the other moto, he crashed 2 times in that moto as well. Crashed really hard, hurt his shoulder, and now he's crashed twice in this one.
Wow.
Clean that up, you're going to win races, no doubt about it.
There is no doubt about that. The kid is fast, and just like you said, clean it up, and it's all over for the competition. It's going to be stiff, that's for sure. Turning faster lap times than the A classes here.
I tell you, the guys that are coming, those two Honda riders, Joe Shimoda and Joe Shimoda and Brown, Mumford, pardon me, they've moved up a couple of spots. They were both way outside the top 10. There's Jalek Swoll. Something to be said for being consistent. Swoll, whoa. Is that a ginormous dragonfly? Almost took Jalek Swoll out. Where is Jesse Flock? Something happened there. He is no longer in the picture. That's why I think everybody has moved up. They have moved up a few spots. Flock was within a couple of seconds of Jalek Swoll. And no longer. He's in Storyland all by himself. And I believe, is that Mason Gonzalez in the number 2 spot? Or yeah, no, there's Fry coming through, and Fry has company. Gonzalez is behind Fry. That's just how far out front Jalek Swoll is. Coming through that big sand sweeper. There's Flock. He's got Jarrett Fry just behind him. And then Gonzalez, and then Dylan Schwartz. Holy cow, Schwartz battling with him. Then you have Joe Shimoda, Carson Mumford pushing their way to the front of the field as well, working in tandem. Still got 8 minutes to go. A lot of racing to go here.
Already so much has happened out there.
So looking for Jalek Swoll to come through.
I think he's already through. Just went through.
Okay, and then here comes Jesse Flock. Whoa, and Flock almost goes down.
Yeah.
That same jump, man, that thing is slick. The landing is. There's Gonzalez, and then Joe Shimoda and Carson Mumford slugging it out.
Jared Pryor's really caught Flock here now as we're less than a second and going down behind the billboard. Looks like Flock could be feeling a lot of pressure, not only from Fry, but from Schwartz, as Schwartz is right there on the rear wheel of the 34. Through the first turn region now, the Bell Moto Forest. As we roll down into the short chutes, it's still nose to tail for these riders.
Yeah, not sure Jesse with a 2:06 lap time that time around. Obviously having some problems on the racetrack. Flock able to get things kind of sorted out. And Dylan Schwartz has made the pass on Jarrett Fry. Yes, Schwartz moves up one more spot and gets around Jarrett Fry, and now into a podium spot. So to recap, Pierce Brown putting together a super fast lap. He had made the pass on Jalek Swoll. He goes down right in front of us here in the announcer's tower. A couple of laps later, he crashes again while pushing himself up into the number 4 or 5 spot. So Pierce Brown trying to piece together a moto. He's in the number 8 spot. He has sampled more dirt than anyone else, no doubt. He's crashed 4 times, 2 times apiece in 2 different motos.
Well, you got to wonder what the bosses back at the truck are going to be saying and what kind of advice they're going to have for Pierce Brown from this point on.
It's going to be a verbal reprimand. Then the next time it's a written warning, and then we all know the day off without contingency. That's the pecking order. They've got HR guys here. He's a kid. He's smart enough. He knows. He knows he's got to stay on 2 wheels. That's pretty obvious.
Yeah, I think that's the given right there.
Look at Jesse Flock. He has recovered, and now he's got Dylan Schwartz, a Kawasaki teammate of his. That is a slick little landing. I'm telling you, that jump face, you can see the tire marks are all. If you land crooked with the gas on, you're going to shoot hard left or right. And Schwartz has made the pass on Flock. There's Jarrett Fry and Gonzalez just behind. So Jalek Swoll 15 seconds out front of this race you're watching here. Joe Shimoda has put a few guys in between himself and Carson Mumford, who's stuck in 9th. Munoz, Pierce Brown, and Shimoda in 6th. Here's your top 5. Gonzalez, Fry, Schwartz, Flock, and Swoll leading this thing. 5 more minutes to go before we throw the checker flag out. And Jalek Swoll, the championship kind of coming into sight now for Jalek Swoll.
It is, but I'm watching, I'm doing some math here, and I'm watching, and the reality of it is, the possibility, I guess you could say, Joe Shimoda, with a few laps left to go here right now, we could see him in a solid top 5, maybe reaching up and closing in on Fry for a 4th place position before the checkers fly on this, and a lot's going to hinge, obviously, on the next couple of laps. But I wouldn't think that possibly if he gets by Fry, that Swartz could feel some pressure also. So I'm going to keep an eye on Joe Shimoda. We saw him make some late race charges, and he may be in store to do that again.
Yeah, he jumped on the podium on that last lap in this moto, and he is trying to do the same thing. There's Pierce Brown, a rough moto for him. Joe Shimoda has about 3 or 4 guys he could potentially pick off by race in. Several guys directly in front of Joe Shimoda. Shimoda comes through in 6th, turns a 158, a 154.5 for Jalek Swoll late in the moto. Still hammering down. Dylan Schwartz with that 156, a couple seconds quicker than Jesse Flox with that 158. Jarrett Fry with a 158, Gonzalez 158 as well.
I believe the 2-lap bar will be coming out next time around, so just under 3 laps of racing left to go for Swoll, Schwartz, Flock, Fry, and Gonzalez, your top 5. Shimoda in now. His lap times have evened out with the riders in front of him, so what we were looking for to be within the realm of possibility still is, but it's making it a little tougher as he slows down the pace. Pierce Brown, though, he's back still on pace at 156.
Taking a look at number 73, Hardy Munoz. Get some TV time. Munoz inside the top 10. 8th place rider at the moment. White flag or 2-lap card is out right now. Then we'll see the white flag. There's Jalek Swoll. First time we've seen him in about 3 laps. He's so far out front. It took us a while to dig him up on the cameras there.
To look back on this and remember how tight that was for those front runners, and of course seeing Pierce Brown get out so far ahead, and Jalek Swoll and Jesse Flock and the boys back there left to battle it out for 2nd place. And now 5 laps later or 4 laps later, what we see is a 17-second gap between 1st and 2nd.
That's why we race. That's why we do the full 9-10 laps. Lots can happen. There's Pierce Brown. Joe Shimoda, they're going to take this thing all the way to the stripe as well, right in front of us. Brown has picked that motorcycle up a couple times, and he would love to deliver it to the podium, but it ain't happening this time. There's Swoll under the Peristyle, the Red Bull Peristyle. So everybody's going to slide up a spot. Jesse Flock having his issues late in the moto. Lap number 9 should be the Lucas Oil last lap here very shortly. Man, this is a battle of attrition. A lot of riders going down in this one. Killer battles early in the moto. A 155 for Pierce Brown as he has caught the rear end of Joe Shimoda and looks to be working on a pass on the number 47 Honda rider. There's Jalek Swoll into the Thor sweeper. Swoll has managed this race very effectively. The blue flag's coming out as Swoll, I believe, will get the white flag this time around. 1 more to go for the Rockstar 7MX ride of Jalek Swoll. Tough break for Jarrett Fry. He goes down late in the moto as well. There's Dylan Schwartz coming by here. Pierce Brown, this is a battle right here. Shimoda and Pierce Brown, they're going to go for it 1 more lap.
Wow, this track, you know, as rough as it was and is, I really don't know that we're seeing the roughness that we saw yesterday. It's got a lot of similar characteristics of what we saw there yesterday, but there's also a lot of differences in this track compared to what we saw yesterday.
It's a different beast every day. The question is, who has not crashed? Raise your hand if you haven't crashed. There's only going to be about 3 guys that have not crashed at this point.
Look, Shimoda up to 3rd.
Correct. Pierce Brown's coming with him because Jarrett Fry went down. Mason Gonzalez just went down. Jesse Flock went down. Pierce Brown's crashed twice. Dylan Schwartz crashed. Joe Shimoda just had a bad start. This guy can win motos if he can get a start.
Well, next time around, checker flag will be flying for your leader, Jalek Swoll. But what a crazy 20 minutes that we have just lived in our lives and watched, I guess you could say, as Jalek Swoll battling in the early part of this race with Pierce Brown. Pierce Brown turning the fastest lap at a 1:52.004 on lap number 2, going down, falling so far back. What was it, 8th place, I think, as far back, and now up to a 4th place position finish. Not necessarily a championship sealer, but it puts him back into potential.
Dylan Schwartz is in the number 2 spot, which is like he was in 6th and he fell, and now he's up to 2nd. Pierce Brown has slipped back. I saw that. I believe he's hit the deck 3 times because he was right there with Joe Shimoda.
Well, here comes Swoll, final turn, final drive to the checker flag and the victory rev as he knows he just got it done.
Wow.
That was a well-earned win here late in the day as the shadows grow long here at Loretta Lynn.
There's your 2nd place finisher, Dylan Schwartz. How about that? And Joe Shimoda, Joe Dirt, will finish up 3rd. Unbelievable. So many guys crashing in that one. 4th place looks to be, will it be the number 93 of Mason Gonzalez?
Yeah, what happened to Brown?
Pierce Brown, he crashed again is what we're hearing. He slips back several spots. Again, he'll finish up, I believe, 5th. That's a moto he's going to want to forget.
Oh, yeah. Certainly going to want to do that, but he's got to keep looking forward. We've got more racing, and I'm sure he's got a lot that he's going to want to try to prove in these upcoming motos as well. Swoll, Schwartz, Shimoda are your top 3. Mason Gonzalez will finish 4th. Pierce Brown will check in the number 5 spot, so a little bit salvaged there. Hardy Munoz, the 73 in 6th. It is Grant Harlan, the 11 in 7th. 8th is Jarrett Fry checking in. Carson Mumford is 9th, and Carter Bees, the 42 machine, will round out your top 10 here in the Schoolboy 2 12 to 17-year-old as we take a look at that Rocky Mountain top 10 leaderboard. And now we head back down to the Race Tech podium for the interview with Dave Smith and our top 3 overall.
Schoolboy 2 12 to 17 BC is in the books. Jalek Swoll managed to fight a battle to win. It's like 41 other guys just don't want him to do it. But he has risen to the top again. He was happy, fist pumping, revving. We are waiting now for Jalek Swoll to come up here, grab his earned gold medal. Jalek is over hydrating, talking to everybody, letting them know how the race went.
Hey, Dave, just want to let everybody know the fishing tournament is underway down here at Lake Loretta. And don't forget, as well, we've got the coaches dinner coming up in Western Town tonight. So all those coaches invited to come up for that. You can check your program for more details as far as that is concerned. The fishing tournament underway. Hunter Shyrock and Fletcher Shyrock, professional fishermen, former motocrossers themselves. And I'm thinking that those boys might be back to race a little Loretta Lynn's before you know it. Now down to the podium with Dave Smith and Jalek Swoll.
Jalek is done shaking hands. He's done being congratulated by everybody. Your gold medal for Moto 2. This one turned out, it was a tough fight for you out there, but yeah, I think you like the results a little bit better this time.
Yeah, I knew he was pushing the pace a little bit faster in the beginning. Once he got around, just tried to focus on myself, not focus on just trying to beat him. I was just watching his lines, trying some different lines, doing different stuff out there, and yeah, just try to keep it up on 2 wheels.
Once Pierce went down, you got around him. How'd you take it for the rest of the race?
Well, once he went down, I knew it wasn't over. He was really fast, you know. He doesn't give up, and so I knew it was going to be a fight, so I just kept my head down, kept on charging, and actually I didn't even know that I was that far ahead. I thought he was still behind me. Look over at the pit board about 2 laps to go and seeing the seconds or whatever, but yeah, it was a hard race. Just happy to come out on the top side of the podium.
Great. Well, you earned it. You've been fighting out there all week. Who would you like to thank?
I'd like to thank my mom, my dad, Rockstar Husqvarna, my mechanic Brandon, my trainer Tim Ferry, Abby Ferry, my mechanic Brandon, my agent Ryan, agent Bob, Bobby Hewitt, Sean Murphy, Scuba, FMF, Motor X, WP, Aero, 7MX, Roger Larson, Malcolm Surfer coming out from Florida to support, Alpine Star, 100%. If I didn't say 7MX, then them, and that's it.
All right, well, there you have it. Your winner, number 30, Jalik Swole. Next up on the podium, second position, Dylan Schwartz earns your silver medal. There you go, Dylan, your silver medal, second place today. Walk us through that race and how you ended up here on the podium.
I kind of had a bad start, but I've been not getting that great of starts all week, so I need to work on that. But after the start, I was around top 10, and I just knew I've been getting 4th and 5th this whole week, and I was tired of it. So I just put my head down and charged the whole time and tried not to fall on the ground or make any mistakes, and that didn't happen. And I just made some quick, clean passes, and just got done.
Well, that's how you do it. Who would you like to thank for getting up here for your second place finish?
My mom, my dad, my sister, Monster Energy Kawasaki, Team Green, 7, Alpine Stars, Oakley, Pro Circuit, Jay Whipple, my mechanic Jose, and just everybody supports me. Thank you.
Dylan Schwartz, second place. Now we'd like to invite up Jarrett Fry, number 34, our Bell Hole Shot Award winner of $100. This looks better for pictures. Hold that up. I'll come around. All right, real quick, we have Jarrett Fry. Jarrett, tell us all about your whole shot.
I got off to a good start. You know, my twisted development Dunlop tires were hooking up good, and can't thank them enough for all they do.
All right, well, great. Is Dunlop the only person you want to say thanks to? Because I see a whole bunch on your clothes. Who else would you like to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Barack, Chaparral, Suzuki, MTF, 100%, RG3, Meet the Metals, Twisted Development, WD-40, and anyone else I forgot. Thank you.
Awesome. Jarrett Fry, your whole shot Bell $100 winner. Now, your third place finisher, battling all the way through the pack once again, Joe Shimoda. One bronze medal. Joe, did you have fun out there? And tell us about it. How was your race?
Yeah, it was gnarly. One track is really rough. I chose it this time inside the gate, and didn't come out great. So I had to I had to find a way around everybody. You know, so much mistake I made in a couple of laps in the beginning. At the end, I found some good lines, and I could pace up a little bit, but yeah, it was fun.
Well, great. You couldn't have made too many mistakes. You did end up in the 3rd position. Who would you like to thank for getting you up here today?
I like to thank to my mom and dad, Yanning, my mechanic Derek, Cameron, 60, 100% shift, RXR, Asterix, Alpenstar. Just thank you so much.
Your 3rd place finisher, Joe Shimoda.